Welcome back, guys. Gonna talk about Sicarian Ruststalkers. 160 points for these guys. Only 5 of them. It may seem like a lot, but it's not. Let's look at why. Sicarian Ruststalkers are weapon skill, ballistic skill, and strength 4. So pretty good stats there right in the middle. Marine equivalent. Only toughness 3. They have 2 wounds each, though. Initiative step 4, which is good. 2 attack space, 8 leadership, 4 plus save. The Princeps, which is my dude here, he gets an extra attack for 3 base and leadership 9. Pardon me there. They come with Sicarian battle armor. Now I'm going to go right to this in the back because I've seen so many battle reports. So many people miss something about Sicarian battle armor. Sicarian battle armor confers a 4+ armor save and a 6-up invuln. Well, that's right, 6-up invuln base. So many battle reports I've seen. We get hit with something that is AP3, AP4, AP2, whatever, cutting through their armor, and they go just pick up their guys because it does a bunch of wounds. They don't roll the invul save because they forget they have the invul save. Yeah, it's only 6-up if you don't, put the refactor fields or conversion fields on the dude man here. But it's still, you could still make it. You can still make it. I have made a lot of clutch 6-up saves with these guys. So one rule you got to remember, you got to know, because it doesn't say it anywhere in their data sheet. There's no 6++ anywhere on this. You just have to go in the back, look at Sicarian battle armor, and know that that's a 6-up save. So 6-up save. They also come standard with transonic razors and cord claws. As you can see, my guys have those on there. And mine scrambler grenades. Their special rules are they're bulky, so they get an extra wound, but they take an extra space in transport if you had one. They get Nocturnian imperatives. They have Dune Strider. Dune Strider allows them to move an extra 3 inches on all of their moves. So 3 inches on their regular movement, 3 inches on a run, 3 inches on a charge. Whenever they're moving, 3 extra inches. They have Feel No Pain. This is a regular Feel No Pain at 5+, and they have Furious Charge for extra cool attacks. Excellent. So here's the thing: you can, the Princeps can get the Specialist Reward Gear, which is the different power fields and stuff, or the Relics of Mars. Pretty much every unit in here, there's a guy who can take a relic, which is really great. He, right here, can have 2 of the razors and a cord claw. Now I purchased this guy in a set from another player when I first got the army. So he doesn't have the second razor on him. He's just base. It's 5 extra points to have the 2 blades. I've since bought a set and built as these guys because I really like this unit. Now that I've played it a few times and seen it go. And that one does have the 2 blades and the claw. You can trade in their transonic razor, their cord claw, and their grenades for 2 transonic blades. I kind of keep them this way, and we'll go look at their things, and we'll see why. Also, this guy can have a data spike for 10 points. 10 points, but it gives you initiative 10 attack that might do something. Most of the times it misses for me. But if you're playing War Convocation, it doesn't cost the 10 points in upgrade, so it's free, so you might as well throw it on there, right? But in regular games, you may or may not want that. So, let's go look at these weapon choices, because these are really what define this unit. Alright. Here we go. A transonic blade gives them +1 to their strength. And this is the reason why you may want to use these guys with the extra +1 to their strength. Gives them strength 5. which they're rolling in, you know, the regular guys at 3 attack space, and then because of the 2 weapons, 4 attack space for the other guy. Then you got Furious Charge. You're just rolling in with a ton of close combat attacks with these guys. That +1 strength gives you a really good chance to penetrate armor on light vehicles. These guys can rip through light vehicles, Eldar vehicles, and small transports like rhinos. Just rip them apart because they can get the wounds on there, glance the thing to death, or penetrate on a really lucky roll on really light vehicles and crush light vehicles. And the biggest thing about that is that your opponent sees these claws or the blades, and they don't think about that. They're thinking these guys are designed to go in close combat with troops and fight, and they're not thinking about these guys' ability to rip their light transport, small vehicles, small artillery vehicles apart. You guys are very good for that. Very good for that. Played an Eldar vehicle with some Forge World little hovercraft things, and just ripped through them. Just went from one to the next, and he eventually just started driving them off to the corner of the thing and accepting the shooting penalties because these guys are eating the vehicles alive. But the Transonic Blade, strength +1, AP5, melee, and transonic. I leave the Cord Claws and the Razors because they're both strength user. They're AP5. The Cord Claw, though, has molecular dissonance as well as transonic. And what that does is 1 attack on each model that has the Cord Claw is a Fleshbane attack. So it really helps when you are going against troops and other stuff like that. You get that Fleshbane, that AP2 going. And the thing with transonic, it's a weird rule. It's a weird rule. It's kind of strange. But on the first round of attack, 2 rolls of a 6 wound automatically, regardless of the toughness. And in addition, 2 rolls of 6 are AP2. During all subsequent rounds of close combat, all wounds are resolved at AP2. So your AP2 on 6 is the first round of combat. Then after that, you're AP2 all the time. That's the weird part. But 2 wound rolls of 6 are going to wound the opponent no matter what. And having all these Cord Claws and dual weapons and Fleshblade and stuff make these guys just awesome in close combat. Now the thing about it is that they don't have a shooting component to them. These are straight melee guys. And at first I was a little bit like, about that. I didn't know how useful these guys would be. But after seeing them roll up unit after unit, small vehicle after small vehicle, I can tell you that even in a unit of 5, these guys are a terror to your opponent's units, especially small objective holding units that he's got. And when you put them in some of the formations with War Convocation, they can get Scout, they can get Infiltrate, and then you end up with a unit that is really getting up there close, really getting in threat range. Take a turn to kind of hide out, keep themselves safe, and then run out and just start in turn 2, cause some havoc. And even if you don't do that, the Dune Strider roll gives them the ability to move much faster, much quicker on foot than a normal unit, and they can really get in there and cause some havoc. So a great unit. One of my personal favorites, actually, these days in the Scutari range. But once again, a lot of rules you have to remember. You got to remember your Dune Strider, your Feel No Pain, your Furious Charge. You have to remember that your Cord Claws have the Fleshbane, and you have to remember Transonic See, there's Uranics and Sonics, but you have to remember your Transonic gives you the auto wounds on the 6s, regardless of toughness, and you get the AP2s and all that stuff. So you have to remember all of these rules. But if you can do that, devastating, devastating army. Alright guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me that old thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know what you think of this Sicarian Ruststalkers. Do you use them? How do you use them? And how do you equip them out? Do you like the blades, or do you like the base ones with the razors and the cord claws? Other than that, I thank you very much for your time, and I'll talk to you later.